guys. It's 4. Look, I stuck to a schedule. Aren't you proud of me? I'm so proud of me. Be more proud of me. And I stuck... Wait, oh god, wait until I switch to the camera. I stuck to this schedule the detriment of everything else. I did not get any sleep last night. And I worked all morning. I have not eaten yet. I'm exhausted, and I did not have time to wash my hair. My hair, I filled it with dry shampoo, and it still looks ratty as hell. So that's what you get when you want me to stream at specific predetermined times instead of just willy-nilly like we've been doing. Anyway, so we're gonna jump into this first and foremost. So we have to issue a correction, which sucks straight off the bat. So yesterday we were talking about how we landed a new dev for Sunday, and as far as we know, that is still on and correct. However, when we wrote down the title and when we were talking about the title, we wrote down the title of their first game. Hang on, you're gonna get a face full of me. Ooh, look at that ratty ass hair. So we had shown you guys this Deluge Threatened of Crashing Waves. Same developer, same game series, same game type, but this was their first game. So this is Deluge Threatened of Crashing Waves. That's what we had written down. That's what we had talked about. What we're actually going to be playing is their new game, Deluge Sermon for the Dead. And we knew that. And when we went to pull up the Steam page, Steam only showed us the other Deluge yesterday for whatever reason. And we were like, oh, right, Deluge, there it is. And then we went with it. And yeah, it's what happens when we're all overworked trying to get the OBS all up and running properly in time for everything, which is coming along. It's coming along. Drums! Yeah, OBS is kicking our butts. Can't you tell? I don't know. Hang on. Where's my chatting screen? Boop, 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 boop. Look at these bags. Look at these bags under my eyes. I haven't slept in so long. Anyway. Bloop. Our developer weekend is this weekend. Save it for the puppo. I mean, to be fair, I've been trying to sleep. I've been going to bed at 3 in the morning and trying to sleep until 1 in the afternoon kind of deal, and then just I can't fall asleep. So I've just been on my phone looking other things up for us to do when we're all here and awake and able to work on stuff, like writing down notes, etc. Anyway, so yeah, it's been a blast. Yeah, I got you. Sorry you're dealing with that. I mean, it sucks that it's not built into OBS, you know? The reason we use Twitch Studio is because it was built into Twitch Studio. So all I had to do was press a button and it's oh yeah, your chat overlay is here now. Make it any size you want to. And OBS is oh, you want a chat overlay? Go find a GitHub extension made by a third party, download that, then fiddle with all the settings yourself. And then once it does get imported, all the dimensions are going to be locked. So, you have to figure out the dimensions before you import it, or else you're fucked and you have to start over. And that's for, everything in OBS. Everything. Just like, why couldn't it have been a button? You were making a program that was supposed to be like better than this one. So like your program should have started off by being able to do what this one can do, and then you add to it. And then you add the customization and the overlays options and stuff. But like to not just have it built in right off the bat is insane to me. I don't understand how that's like, we'll make a better product, and then they do that. I tend to ramble when I'm tired. I apologize ahead of time. I'm looking less and less like this peacefully sleeping velociraptor every day. The good news is, once this weekend's over, this high party, high streaming weekend is over, I'll get to sleep for 4.5-ish. No, 5. Like 5 days before the puppo starts. And hopefully that catches me up. / banks enough for the puppo to be decent. But before we get to that puppo, distractions, ADHD, etc. This weekend's our developer weekend. Huzzah! Super excited. First things first. I'll show the ad schedule again. Pew! First things first. Saturday, May 25th. 2 days now. 8 p.m. MST. That's 7 Pacific, 10 Eastern. According to Protocol, 11 a.m. somewhere out east. Can't remember if they're in Australia or Japan or what it was, but point being, that's going to be our attack on Hex Island with Drums 107. And Prodigal said that they're going to try to make it too. So, fingers crossed that they'll both be here, because that would be pretty fun. They... We'll be playing this game, guys. If you haven't seen us play it yet, we've done a dev stream of it. We've also done a few for funsies streams of it. And they did update it. Although... Oh, there it is. They did update this May 18th. And we have not touched it since then. The second we saw that there was an update and that changes were made, we were like, we will not touch this game again until the dev weekend. It's all going to be fresh reactions, new surprises, fun comments. We're looking forward to seeing what's changed, what hasn't, how the game differs from what it did a week or so ago. So that's going to be our dev weekend kickoff this month. So tune in for that Saturday, 8 p.m. MST. Now, we still have a bunch of messages out to a bunch of different developers to like try to get them involved. A few of them have read our message and chosen to ignore it. But there's quite a few that still haven't read our messages, and it's like 50-50 whether they're gonna read our messages or not, because, you know, some of these guys are getting like lots of messages, and I don't know how closely they're sifting through their inbox. But we did get one response, and that response is from Deluge. This is their second game in the series, like I accidentally said yesterday. Their first game came out, I believe it's 2 years ago, and this is their second in the series. So we have yet to narrow down a time with them yet. We know it's going to be Sunday afternoon. They also have yet to tell us which developer name they want us to refer to them by, because they go by quite a few of them, and we don't want to get it wrong. But anyway, the developer of this game will be in chat with us on Sunday. Once we find out the time, we will let everybody know copiously. We'll post it everywhere. We might even do a 5-minute Twitch stream of just us yelling the time at you, so you guys know. But we are very excited to play Deluge Sermon for the Dead. And to kind of make up for our mistake yesterday, and also to kind of like catch them up to where Attack on Hex Island and Construction Snake is, we're gonna be like tomorrow's stream, tomorrow at 4 p.m. MST. Tomorrow's stream, we're gonna play their first game. Debut. Their first in the series. I don't honestly, they're both free to play games. They're both available on Steam. I don't know how many in-game hours there's supposed to be. But I mean, 3 different ending routes to explore, total of different a total of 8 different endings, 3 good, 5 bad. And that's their sequel. So, I don't know how much of the first game we're going to be able to show off tomorrow, but the plan is to play the first one tomorrow, and that way you guys get kind of introduced to them, since you've already been introduced to Attack on Hex Island and you've already been introduced to Construction Snake. And then they'll be around Sunday afternoon. Again, when we get the exact time narrowed down, we'll let you guys know. But they seemed actually very excited when they were in contact with us about the idea of like hearing from other developers, hearing from the audience, etc. So, and I'm looking forward to playing a visual novel, since that's what we are going to be making ourselves in the next however many months it takes us to make that. So that will be Sunday afternoon, and then pew pew pew, Sunday night we will be doing community fan game Construction Snake with Curtis Mutter. Curtis Mutter will be in-house. He'll be in-house actually Saturday and Sunday, sitting right now, offering opinions. We might force him to play some games. Maybe I'll take a nap. Maybe I'll catch up on some sleep and take a nap and make Curtis Mutter play some of the games a little bit. But point being, he was going to be around anyway doing other shit. So he'll be here Sunday night in person, 8 p.m. MST. We're going to play his updated demo of Construction Snake. According to him, he's put in a lot of the things that people suggested the last time we... I see, sleep deprivation, I can't think. Talk too much. It's a disaster. Suggestions, comments, I don't even... Things people said to him the last time he was here, he has taken into consideration and implemented a bunch into the game, apparently. So, that's Sunday night. So, I think that's the spiel. My little jelly puppies. That's what we're calling you guys now. As per collaboration between me, Drums, and Jay. You guys are now jelly puppies. Don't know what that means? You will at some point when Jay eventually draws them. In the meantime, oops. Me have this on the screen. In the meantime, we are going to be playing Minecraft today. We're so close to having... What does it take to add channel points? Oh, like the little, like, oh fuck, what are they called? Yeah, you need affiliate for those. Unfortunately. So I need to average 3 people per hour during a 30-day time span. And right now, Twitch is being really stupid. Like, the other day, we know we had 4 people the entire time. We know. Because you... No, was it you? I'm getting days confused. So either you or Manic were talking to Chronic and Curtis in the chat, and my boyfriend was literally watching along on his phone, and like, it's just... we know we had 4 people, and then when we got the Twitch summary for that stream, it said that we had peaked at 3 people and had averaged 1 viewer per hour for the whole stream. So like Twitch is so incorrect about who's actually watching that like I don't know how long it's like if we ever get to that point, especially with like the puppos, because the puppos really bring our average down for a 30-day period. Because while we do get spikes of like 5, 6, 7, 8 people, we don't, there's like hours where there's only like 1, and that really brings the average down. But I mean, at the same time, it's like the gimmick that's getting us the most exposure too. Like we got the most followers we have from the puppo that we did. I got like 17 followers from that stream. So it's kind of like a give and take. Like we're kind of thinking that if we get more and more followers from that, eventually we'll have like the built-in follower base to average the 3 viewers per hour. But that's the thing. Like we really want we want the points so that you guys can like make me do stuff. Or like we have a few ideas. Like we have the RGB LED lights all up in here, and I know there's an OBS extension that lets people control that. So like we have that. I have a box full of stuff that we had bought for early plans we had for the puppo that like you guys could like force me to like put on or eat or whatever. Like we have a lot of things that like ideas for those point things. That's not what they're called. I can't remember what they're called, but like we have a bunch of ideas. Jay wants to draw a bunch of emotes for us. Like they're raring to go. They have a bunch that they want to make. But there's no point in making them until we're affiliate because they have other stuff to draw. So they're not going to like they're not going to dedicate time to it until like they need to kind of thing. So it's just a waiting game. A really, 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 really long waiting game. Also, these chips are my breakfast. I might have a Twinkie for breakfast. I think we're gonna have a Twinkie for breakfast. If I can get them. Kind of buried right now. Here, we'll give some Twinkie wrapper ASMR again. Problem is I can't actually open them. Oh my god. It's canon that I have 0 upper body strength. There we go. It's gonna be one hell of a playlist if I ever get around to making it. Literally all the ASMRs is me whispering like that we've done. Was me whispering stupid shit, me pouring pop into my mug, or me opening Twinkie wrappers. It's gonna be one hell of a playlist. We'll also throw Spotify on for you guys. Okay, yeah, it's on the... Okay. Oh, I should probably... Shit, have you guys, like, been going deaf this whole time? I completely forgot to put the fucking headphones on. Were you not, like, dying? Am I gonna watch this back and it be like completely garbage? For like the first, how long had we gone? 25 minutes? Is it gonna be 25 minutes of feedback? Hope to God not. You haven't heard any? Hmm. Okay. I mean, it's usually pretty bad, but I also didn't really have any audio coming out of my speakers, so maybe it just never fucked with it. I don't know. I'll have to keep my fingers crossed on that. Shit. I don't even remember unplugging the headphones last time, but apparently they were, so that was my bad. I apologize. I'll end up watching this back later and hating my life. Like the other 17 million mistakes I've made in the last month. Um I do like Twinkies. Let's be clear. I also like Mae West's and Joe Louis, but where I live, the Twinkies are 2 boxes for 5, and the Joe Louis and the Mae Wests are 2 boxes for 7. And I'm a cheap bitch, so I got Twinkies. Is it? Is that better? I don't know, because this seems to like change day to day. Better, I could go lower, but I don't know how loud you want it. It's how about that? Okay. Yeah, I don't understand. Like, I never touch those settings, and then like some days they're perfect, and other days they're like, oh, I can't hear a goddamn thing, and then I don't understand. Me, fingers crossed that all the 7 million hoops I had to jump through to get the OBS audio working with James means that we don't have this problem after switching, because we had to like download a bunch of plugins to like separate all the audio sources and make them all different for each freaking scene. Which also made me mad because like every tutorial for that was like, oh, we're just gonna layer it. We're just gonna make it one scene for your audio board, and then we're gonna put that scene and all the other scenes. And it's like, well, if you do that, you can't control the audio individually for each scene. You can't. If you mute it in the one scene, it mutes it for all the scenes. It's just like, well, some pages are supposed to have audio and other pages aren't supposed to have audio, so I could hotkey it all so that every time I switch a page, it does all that, but or I can just freaking do each audio source individually for each scene and then never have to think about it again. So that's what we did. And hopefully it works. We have to still test it. We'll probably end up testing it tonight. Gotta go help with dinner, but you'll be lurking? Okay. We appreciate the lurk. Twitch is at least acknowledging that we have 3 viewers today. So maybe it'll not fuck up our average for this stream. The main goal, because like I've been doing a shit ton of work on this crap. Like, well, I got rid of the hill on that side and there and in front of here. Except for like the tree area. So, done a shit ton of work on this. Motion sickness be damned. So, fingers crossed, but it's looking pretty likely that I'll get all this destruction done before I need to hibernate. And then when the puppo starts, I'll have hours and hours and hours of things to build before I have to tear anything else down, which hopefully will also help with the motion sickness when I am playing that stream. Ugh. Guys, I don't know if anybody has a line on like a really good dry shampoo, but I need suggestions, people. The brand I used to use is discontinued, and now I can't find any brands that don't smell just like pure butane. Like this one I used and like coated myself with is supposed to smell like coconut, and it does not. It does not. It smells like I dumped gasoline on myself. It's real bad. Don't advertise your stupid product as being coconut scented when it literally just smells like lighter fluid. Just brand it like high octane or biker girl realness or something like that, and then I'll at least expect this horrid smell. I'm so sleepy, you guys. Basically, the plan here for this today is we're gonna get rid of this fucking mountain. It's gonna be gone. That's the goal. So it'll either be the mountain goes, yay, we did it, or I get motion sick and have to stop early. But I'm hopeful that the island, this mountain, hill, whatever you want to call it, is gone by the end of this stream today. And then we have to go straight back into OBS. I think we found the overlay we're going to use for the chat boxes. It took a while. There's a lot of different ones out there, and they come with like a lot of extra stuff that we may or may not be using at some point. So I think we've narrowed it down to 2. So we're going to play around with that, and then hopefully the chat will be done by the end of today. And then we'll just have like testing and tweaks to do tomorrow. Or like if we come across anything else that sounds cool that we might add, we might try it. I know there's like a closed captioning overlay that I'm kind of interested in. I mean, having autoimmunes and like technically I'm disabled technically. I have a bunch of health issues. My eyes are really bad, all that stuff. I like the idea of having a highly accessible channel that people can come and watch and not have to worry about. Or if you find my voice annoying, muting me and not having to deal with it and still being able to know what's going on. So we might be looking into stuff like that. But I do think we decided on a chat overlay. We just have to like test it to make sure it works the way we think it does. And if it does, then that's the one we're going with. In the meantime, if anybody is watching this because I sent them a message about playing their game this weekend, whether they're watching this live or on YouTube, please let us play your game this weekend. We have a lot of fun doing that. We're developing a visual novel ourselves. We like talking to other developers and like hearing opinions from other developers and like people in the community who like really have an eye for that kind of thing. Please let us play your game. Especially if you happen to be the person I messaged like less than an hour ago. Because you posted your game today, and I am very excited about your game, and I would really like to play your game. Really, really, truly, truly. Please let us play it. I will beg and borrow, but not steal. Also, guys, we've been trying to get the Discord to work, but it still does not. It's working to the point where it says that the username fiasco that we had caused, that username no longer exists. So, like, you can't add it as a friend, but, like, we still can't claim it as our username. Because I guess it hasn't been cleared by whoever the F at Discord does that. Why did my playlist stop? What the hell just happened? Oh, no, it thinks it's playing. You definitely aren't, Spotify. Okay, sure. Spotify ad. Whatever. Frick, what was I saying? Discord. Anyway, if you want to add us, like, our channel to your Discord, the current username is J_stories, right? Wait, I should probably double check this before I... Oh, it's J_McKenna. Okay. So if you want to add our channel to Discord, the username is currently J_McKenna. We are trying to fix that. We are actively trying to fix that. Also, we've made a chat for each game dev that we run, but you can also go join the Attack on Hex Island Discord. Which, let me get this right. I mean, drums. I know you're lurking, but I don't know what your server's like technically called here. Because I don't know how to work Discord. Anyway, this is the Attack on Hex Island Discord. Yeah, I don't fucking know how to work those. Is there no, like, link to this thread? I guess not. Anyway, I highly encourage people to track down this Discord. If Jerome's ever gets a chance to tell you guys what it is, that'd be great. Anyway, you know, come join us on our Discords. It's super fun times. Welcome, welcome. Anyway, those are them. Oh god, I'm so bad at using Discord. And according to the timelines I read on the internet when I was looking this up, I mean, some of them said 1 day, which clearly was a lie. But the longest I could find for the username issue to be fixed was 2 weeks. So, I mean, I think we're technically coming up on that, unless my timeline has been completely mucked up in my brain. So we should have the Discord fixed soon. It's at least been 1 week. For sure, for sure. So at the most, you guys have like another week to wait, but I think it's been longer than that. So fingers crossed. But anybody who adds our account now, it's not like it's gonna like disappear once we change the name. So if you want to add it early, it's J_McKenna at the moment. I really need to look up like how much I can get away with singing a song before platforms get mad at me. I mean, I guess if I'm singing it and then Twitch mutes it, it's not like you're like missing what I'm saying. You're just gonna be missing what song I'm singing. But I mean, I do know a lot of people I watch on YouTube are very don't sing any part of that song ever. So oh, Minecraft. I used to enjoy doing this, but now that it makes me sick, I'm just like trying to get it done as fast as possible so that as much of it is done before the sickness hits it. It's just not fun that way, you know? It's just not the experience that we wanted. But it is looking like it's going to be all nice and pretty for the Peppo on June 1st. As June 1st, noon MST, 11 a.m. PST, or no, PST? PT? 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard. It's starting on a weekend this month, which I'm very excited about. It's also kind of why we decided to start it at noon instead of, I think we started the last one at like 6 p.m. Because then I'll just kind of be like waking up with the beginning of the Peppo instead of being like already tired going into it kind of dealy. We have a lot of work to do. I have to fix all of the towers that I effed up in our first run. We have all of the landscaping to place. We still have the basically the entirety of the castle to build. Got a lot of bricks to lay. Got a lot of bricks to lay. And yet again, the stupid desert I live in can't decide on the weather. It was freezing earlier. It was even raining earlier. And now it's 1,000,000 degrees. And I'm in a sweater and I'm dying. I was really hoping it'd be like more of like a mild summer this year since we had such a late winter. Stampede this year has several bands that I frequently listen to and go to their concerts playing the Stampede for free this year. So I'm like, I have to go to Stampede this year. But that means I have to stand around in the heat. I don't like the heat. I do not do well with heat. My god, when did this get... This has just been sitting here this whole time. Minecraft, not insurmountable. Yeah, it's only been 46 minutes. God. Honestly, we should change James's job to like just look this over for me before I go live. It should literally be his only job. Just look at what the scenes look like, what the going live says. Make sure it's correct before I hop on. That's an entire job, right? Apparently I can't do it. I mean, maybe we'll download one of those OBS overlays that like automatically picks up on certain mic prompts and does stuff. And we'll make it automatically change what the caption is. Like I'll make it so that when I say something like today we're doing this, it'll fix our caption or something. I don't know. I'm sure we can set that up to do that. I don't know how complicated it is or how long it'll take, so. I will say that we've been working on so much shit this week that I literally do feel like I'm like halfway through a puppo at the moment. Need to get, oh shit, get some sleepies. I need sleepies, my little jolly pups. Alright, I'm having too much fun calling you guys that. Props to Jay for thinking of that. Because I was like, well, let's call them puppies because of the puppos. And Drums was like, well, why don't you call them jellies? Because you have jellyfish all over your fucking stream. And then I was like, hey, Jay, which one's better? And Jay's like, why don't we just do jelly pups so that you can use both? And I was like, oh my god. That's why you're the freaking genius of our channel. Is anyone going to be in Calgary for Stampede in July? Is anyone flying out for it? I know we get a lot of tourists for that. Leave a comment if you are coming to Stampede. Comment who or what you are most excited to see or do whilst at Stampede this year. I do know we have a couple people from Calgary who watch us, so calling you guys out. Do that. I'm kind of tempted to do like a karaoke stream, or maybe that'll be like a points thing if and when we ever hit affiliate. I just think it'll be funny if there's like silent karaoke bits up on YouTube. Just gonna call it silent underwater karaoke where you can't hear a damn thing. What song are they singing? You have to guess. See, I'm a marketing genius. That's a brilliant idea. Although if we do that... Oh, well, I guess I could keep up the Spotify link to the Discord. Because if they're watching the Twitch stream, they would know anyway. At some point, we should start paying for Spotify instead of listening to ads, and then maybe one of the points things is that people can change the playlist I'm listening to or something. Point is, we have ideas. Just need to get there in like 7 years. I do promise to try to be more consistent, though. I think most of our streams are going to be at 4 p.m. MST going forward. Except for, like, obviously days that we take off, or, like, event streams, like the developer weekend or the Puppo. It's just, schedule-wise, that seems to be the best time, no matter what, for us. Have her I have can't even think or talk or speak or form ideas. I've heard tell that the best way to actually get to affiliate is to actually have a schedule like that. Although, sorry. I will be right back because someone outside is smoking pot and I'm allergic and I'm about to have an allergy attack. Just 1 second. Is back. Turns out it wasn't coming from outside. It was coming in underneath the door because someone was smoking it in the hallway. I do have allergy medicine here somewhere. Let me just say this, guys. PSA. In fact, I'm writing this down so that I can make this a clip by itself later. Let's call it 57 minutes. PSA, okay? Latex allergies are very common allergies. Extremely common allergies. To the point where all medical fields, doctors' offices, even tattoo parlors, not only ask about a latex allergy, but they don't even have latex gloves anymore, guys. They have nitrile because of how common latex allergies are. Now, you may not know this about latex allergies, but latex allergies are highly reactive to other related things. Okay? It's a really shitty allergy because the more you're exposed to the allergen, the worse it gets. Unlike something like a peanut allergy, where if you have like microdoses, you can develop a bit of a tolerance and, like not die from it. The way the latex allergy works is anytime you come in contact with the allergen itself or a related allergen, it makes the allergy worse. Now the latex plant, it's a plant, latex is made out of a plant, is related to a lot of other plants. Most commonly, strawberries, bananas, avocados, kiwis, cacti. To the point, they don't always cross react. But like in my case, bananas cross react for me. So if I were to eat a banana, would it kill me? No. But I'd be tired, I'd be itchy, I would get puffy eyes, and my latex allergy would get worse going forward. So, what else is related to the latex plant? Marijuana is. So, pot is a cross allergen for people with latex allergies. Not every single person with a latex allergy, but a lot of them. So, what you guys are basically doing when you smoke pot in a building that's not supposed to have smoking in it, or when you think you're being nice by going on your balcony and smoking it out there, and like instead of smoking it in your unit and like getting the smoke in the walls or whatever, what you're doing is releasing a giant cloud of allergen into the air that is slowly killing people like me. It's slowly killing us, guys. Like, imagine if this was any other allergy. Imagine if people were going around like vaping literal clouds of peanut dust into the air. The people with nut allergies would be losing their minds. People with nut allergies would be losing their minds, and it would be banned. It wouldn't exist anymore. Aerosol peanuts wouldn't be allowed in any public space anywhere. Just like they got rid of that shit on planes, it wouldn't be allowed because you'd be actively killing people, basically. So So I live in Canada. All of Canada has fully legalized marijuana. Um, you're only allowed to like own a certain amount of plant, like grow your own certain amount of plants, and you're only allowed to carry a certain weight. I don't know. I didn't look into the rules because they don't apply to me because I am allergic. But what it does mean is that a lot of people just openly smoke it now. And there's been a lot of times where I've been walking down the street and someone's just smoking marijuana on the sidewalk, just standing there smoking it, causing a giant cloud of it. I even ran into that in New York because I think it's legal in New York for the people in the States right now. Don't quote me on that, but if it is, it's insane how much was around. And just so you guys know, every time I encounter a cloud like that, it hurts me a little bit more. I react to it a little bit more. I get a little closer to death from it each time. And it's not just the marijuana getting worse, it's any latex or cross contamination with latex. So now it's at the point where I don't know if I could eat a banana anymore. Because before I could accidentally eat one and I would be fine. Now my allergy has gotten so bad because my neighbors keep smoking pot and they smoke it on their balcony at 3 a.m. So I wake up in the middle of an allergy attack because it's coming in through the windows. Or now they've taken to smoking it in the hallways and it comes underneath my door. Anyway, the PSA being, I'm not against people using marijuana. I have a lot of medical issues. I'm sure if I could have medical marijuana, it would help me out a lot. But if you're going to smoke it, hotbox your own car or apartment. Don't open the windows so that the smoke doesn't go into your walls because you're actively killing your neighbors. Don't smoke it in public hallways or sidewalks or enclosed restaurants or stores. Like, don't do that. Just edibles exist, guys. Oils exist. Do that. Do that in public. You want to get high in public? Eat a gummy bear. Put a drop of oil on your tongue. Don't create a giant allergen gas cloud that's literally going to kill people. I'm so sick of this. It happens at least once a day now. We got new neighbors lately, and they all smoke it constantly, round the clock. Middle of the night, 3 a.m. in the morning. Time is it right now? 5 p.m. on a Thursday. You killing me! PSA over. Boop, boop. Boop, 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 boop. Please. Don't smoke in public. And I'm sorry, your balcony is considered public. And if your windows are open and your smoke is literally wafting out into the parking lot and into other people's windows, that's still public. You're a menace! Anyway. Back to the game. Super cheery, fun. Did y'all enjoy that? Hope you did. Like, it's not hard, guys. You want to smoke it, go right ahead. Smoke it at home. And if you want to get high in public, there are other methods. Get the oils, get the edibles. Chew on a leaf for all I care. Just stop aerosoling it and releasing clouds of toxin that... Like, it's getting to the point I'm gonna need an EpiPen on me at all times so that I don't die from someone smoking a joint on the sidewalk. Forgot to fix that. There we go. Anyway, didn't you love my rant? My little PSA? That's what you guys get when I have no sleep in me. This is like a nice little like taste of what you can get from a Peppo. Might splice some of this together as like a Peppo ad. This is what it is. I end up with no filter. I end up talking way more than normal. Can't form proper words or sentences. Sleep deprivation is fun as shit, man. This is what happens when you're a workaholic and have too much work to do and an upcoming deadline. Good news is I just took so much allergy medicine that it'll probably make me pass out at some point. So maybe I'll get some decent sleep today. Because we have to finish the OBS stuff. I definitely fell behind on time stamping YouTube videos to make clips out of. I know Jay wanted to start looking preliminarily at coding for Rempy, but I don't think that's gonna happen. We'll get to that next month. On my silent karaoke, it's the greatest. I mean, it's not silent for anybody watching the live stream. You people over on the video on demand side of things don't get to enjoy my timely theatrics. You just have to assume that they're timely. Alright, so we have to close all this to make it even Stevens. Sure. I will say these trees ended up being more annoying than I expected them to be. Just always in the way, no matter what. Just trying to get the ground done so that this is all flat, so that I can just build during the Puppo. Do you like my beeps? Do you like my boops? Do you like my boppity boos? Can you tell I haven't slept in over a day? But see, look at how alert I am. This in comparison to like how I had to call it at 36 hours for Maze Puppo. Like that's insanely short amount of time. Like I literally, I mean, we streamed yesterday too, so like I've been awake for at least 30 hours on accident. I'm wide freaking awake. This was more what I was expecting for the Maze Puppo. And what would have happened if I hadn't gotten sick? I get chatty and incoherent, but it's entertaining, no? 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 Not entertain? Does this not entertain you? By the way, anybody listening to like any of the songs I listen to, if you have like a problem with the songs I listen to, I don't care. Please don't tell me. Um, I mean, there's a lot of artists who come out as problematic later, etc. Um, I mean, I'm listening to them on Spotify, so technically they're making money off of my play of their song. They're making like a fraction of a penny off of my play of their song. And this is more going towards like, I don't know, who's canceled right now? Like, look, Ariana Grande is canceled right now, right? I think I read. And it's just like, do I like her as a person? No. Do I like her music overall? I don't even know if I would say that. I like some of her songs. I listen to some of her songs. So don't like hear one of her songs come on and then be like, oh my god, you listen to that Homewrecker or whatever. I listen to a song that she happens to sing that I happen to enjoy, but I'm not gonna like go buy concert tickets when she goes on tour kind of dealy. It's different, guys. I won't buy her CDs. I will not go to her concerts. I will play her song on Spotify occasionally. Also, yeah, the cows are really annoying. I buried like a couple of them. And a bunny. These assholes just never want to get out of the way. There's a lot like trapped in areas like this underground right now. So tired. That's gonna look great on YouTube later when you have no clue what the hell I'm singing. I mean, even knowing what I'm singing, it probably looks freaking insane, so there's that. I wonder if we can get a like an overlay swear jar or something. I don't know what I would do, but it's another idea. We'll bookmark these and use them at some point. I think specifically because this song, if you want to know what I'm talking about, tune into our live streams. Um, Specifically because this song's on my playlist, I've been getting a lot of like Ferngully soundtrack recommendations. but it's not the same thing. You guys. It is not the same thing. Honestly, I know I watched that movie way back when, but I remember nothing about it. Um, but that soundtrack is not like it's not the Shrek 2 soundtrack, okay? It's not like holy shit they went hard for a soundtrack kind of a soundtrack. But it's just like, hey, you listen to Shrek and Anastasia and yada 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 yada, so you know, Ferngully. And like always, guys, people who are listening to this live, if listening to my strange ass playlist makes you go, oh, I think Jane would really like this other song, drop it in the chat. Let me know. If watching me lip sync these songs without knowing exactly what song I'm lip syncing to makes you think, I think Jane would like this song, drop it in the comments. Forever expanding my playlist, guys. Um, I don't know. I'm trying to think of like what artists I can tell you that I like where you might be like, oh, well, if she likes that, maybe she'll like this. I'm a big fan of Miyavi and a big fan of Otto. I like Japanese rock music in general. It's just a different kind of rock sound that I am partial to. Japanese electric guitar. I'm a big fan of that. Um, Broadway songs. Musicals in general, usually. As long as they're like good and catchy. None of that like Dear Evan Hansen BS. Those songs are garbage. I want like Book of Mormon, Has Been Hotel level songs, guys. Gallivant level songs. For anyone who remembers that reference. Speaking of which, Star Kid has a new musical coming out this year, guys. I was very disappointed that they didn't really announce it until it was much too close to the date for me to properly save up for it. Because, like, for us to go, I ever listen to Japanese songs? Yep, that's like I said, Miyavi or Ado. I have an entire playlist of foreign language songs, and there's a lot of Japanese, German. There's a little bit of Russian on there, but yeah, no, I very much like Japanese electric rock music specifically, but constantly taking suggestions for good music. Yeah, Star Kid was like, hey, we have a new musical coming out and we're kickstarting it for tickets and stuff. And it's just like, for us to go see a Star Kid production, we literally, it's like 3 full days of driving to get to where they're performing in California. So it's 6 days of driving, 6 days worth of gas, like 7 or 8 days of a hotel, plus the tickets, plus food. It's just, we need like a good like 6-8 months notice to be able to afford something like that, and it just adventure. Oh, adventure. Okay, 1 second. Peppers calls. Adventure. Okay. Okay. Ready? Go. Keep that open. It was literally just coming in from the door. 70s style. I mean, depends. I mean, before I make an idiot of myself. Queen was in the 70s, right? Yeah. I'm a big Queen fan. Like, in terms of 70s music, I'm Queen, not Beatles. Queen and Led Zeppelin? I think Led Zeppelin was 70s too. I let you out, dog! How dare you betray me? Yeah, no barks. No barks. No barks. Oof, it's time to break this out, you guys. Look at this lovely work of art by Jay. Available on our Redbubble. It's very comfy. It makes me sleepy. Also has my hair all over it. Need to get a lint roller for this thing. Oh, God. How much hair did I get all over this thing? Jesus. How about something like Henri? I don't know. Never heard of him before. I mean, actually, it sounds familiar, so I think I have heard of them before, but I can't place it, so to refresh my memory. Hello, Bella. How are you? I'm doing good. How are you? Well, I probably shouldn't say good. I am very sleep deprived because it's been a very, very busy week. So we are doing some stress relief in Minecraft. Awesome. Thank you for asking. Well, it's awesome. You're doing awesome. Glad to hear it. Uh, we have a we mostly have a PC setup. We do have consoles, but we haven't decided how to use them yet. My current favorite band. Oh, shoot. See, banned being the key word. Because as much, like, that's a hard one, because, like, if you had asked me, like, I think, like, a year ago, I probably still would have said Muse, but I didn't really like their latest album. I guess Metric. Still a pretty big Metric fan. My all-time favorite game. Oof. Can I pick 3? I have 3. They're a 3-way tie. In general, I've been streaming for 2 months now, I guess. We're developing our own visual novel. There's a few of us involved in this. So it's kind of started as a game dev stream, and now it's more of a showcase developers stream for the most part. Oh, you follow me on Twitter as well. Yes, you can. We will definitely follow you back once our stream is done. Any upcoming events or games in our stream? And asking the important questions. This weekend is actually our developer weekend. So we currently have 3 games booked. We have feelers out for more. So Saturday night, 8 p.m. MST, we're going to be playing Attack on Hex Island, and the developer of that game is actually Drums107, who's in this chat right now. So they'll be in the chat that day 2 to answer any questions, comments, concerns, take feedback from people. And then Sunday, we haven't picked the time with them yet because they're still narrowing that down. But Sunday afternoon, we will be streaming the... Oh, no. I need to get the title right. Oop. Oh, no. Hang on. Should probably do this. There we go. So yeah, Sunday afternoon, we're going to be streaming Deluge Sermon for the Dead. And that developer will be in our comments. Again, they haven't picked what specific time they want to do theirs at, but it will be Sunday afternoon. And then Sunday at 8 p.m. MST, we have the show Community. We have the developer of a fan game called Construction Snake for the TV show Community. And they will actually be in person with us that day, answering questions, comments, and concerns. And then June 1st is our Play Until Passing Out stream. So we're going to go live at noon MST on June 1st, and I'm just going to play games until I fall asleep on at the keyboard. However long that is. However many days that is. And those events we do every month. Developer 1 is the last weekend of every month, and the Play Until Passing Out is the first of every month. Pew, pew, pew. Plug, plug, plug. I have a hunch about all that just went down. Have a hunch. I mean, I noticed pretty quickly that they did not care about the answer. They weren't even waiting for me to answer before asking another question. Oh well. That means we got to 4 people, though, for those couple minutes. So that'll help with the average a bit. I mean, we have like a steadfast, hard rule that we will not follow solicitors. Because we have a lot of solicitors following us, especially on Twitter, where they add us and then like try to ask questions and then but like generic ones, and then they go, do you have graphics for your channel? And it's like, have you tuned into our channel? You would know the answer to that if you tuned into our channel ever. But then we always go like, yep, we have graphics, we have the whole thing. Men I Trust, no, I have, that's one I haven't heard of. Should I be putting these people on? Hang on. What was the first one you suggested? Henri? Henri is 70s Japan. Men I Trust is just awesome and chill. Well, you said Henri first, so we'll listen to some Henri and then. 70s Japan's really weird though, because you get a lot of like, not enka, but like enka pop. It's hard to describe. Can I pick this song too? You can try. Spotify kind of goes back and forth between letting me do that. Remember Summer Days? Oh, I think it let me do it. So. It's being more cooperative than it usually is. This is kind of more on like Japanese jazz side. It always gets me too when like literally the whole song is them like talking about summer in Japanese, like reference, like even like mentioning summer in Japanese, but then they throw the one line of English in of "Remember summer days." I mean, I guess technically they've only actually really talked about summer once. The rest of this has just been like generic love story shenanigans. You too cool for taking requests. I mean, I'm always up for like listening to stuff I've never heard before. How else am I gonna grow my liked songs army? It's Spotify that's kind of like iffy on whether or not it'll let me do that, though. Because sometimes it's like, you can't listen to specific songs or specific artists, and then other times it's like, oh yeah, you want to listen to that? That's fine. Here you go. It's just like, make up your mind. What am I allowed to do? I mean, if Spotify wasn't like $1 million a month, we would already have an account. But we have like other things that we need to want to like prioritize paying for before we prioritize a paid Spotify. So at the moment, we have to deal with the free account BS. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. Whatever. So have you ever been to New York? Ah, like New York City, New York, not Buffalo. Oh, there she goes. She finally talked about summer again. Here's what I'll do. I'll make like a Spotify playlist of like songs that viewers have requested, and then that might. Hang on. Oh, go away, Ad. I'm trying to do work. Damn it, Ad! You're impeding me. One second. I'm gonna make a playlist, and that'll make this shit easier. And there we go. Playlists. Create a playlist. Create a new playlist. Or no, let's do a playlist folder first. Hang on. Delete. Create a playlist folder, and we will call this folder Jelly Pup requests. And then we will create a new playlist and call this one. Where's the rename? Where the frick's the Ugh. We'll call this one the Drums 107 requests. Okay, how do I pick this song without it playing it? Oh, I don't know if I can. Second, it might replay Remember Summer Days. Oh, or maybe not. Add to playlist. Add to drums 107 requests. Okay. What else we add in drums? Do this. Tail whip or sugar or something. Why is it not showing? So like, oh, there we go. Okay. Anything else? I might have fun suggesting music, so just letting you know you might have created a monster. I mean, that's fine. Honestly, this will be a cool thing too later where like I'll make it so that for like a high amount of bits you can like play your own Spotify playlist kind of deal. And like for like a small amount of them you can add a song to your playlist. Once we eventually get there. But for now, you have a free for all. That's the perk you get for being on the ground floor of Jay McKenna Stories. Yay, perks. Do you just want the one song from Henri? Why won't this go in there? That's weird. Ah! I didn't do that, did it? Oh no, where did that go? Mm. There we go. Alright, well, what we'll do is we'll play your playlist that has like what 4 songs on it. I'll just add one artist per stream. Yeah, sure. Um, we'll play your playlist with 4 songs on it, and then when it gets to the end, it'll start like recommending songs based on the 4 songs on the playlist. So there we go. We'll have to make that like a maybe not like a bits thing, but maybe like a if you subscribe to the channel, then you get access to like certain bits. Like you can only activate those bits if you're a subscriber kind of thing. Otherwise, I'm going to have like a million playlists. It's going to be rough. I feel like Curtis Mutter might end up sinking a lot of money into that perk though, because as far as I know, he's a very, very big audiophile. So, He might be paying for food for a few months, based solely on that once it goes live. That might also be because we didn't really have any ideas for what to do special for this puppo. Because like the first one we did, that anyone who followed within the first 24 hours of the puppo got to get their name on a plaque in our castle and eventually on our war monument, and eventually the first 15 would be wolves kind of thing. So maybe for this puppo it'll just be anybody who follows us can make make a playlist of like 5 songs, and then if they want more songs they'll have to come back like another day. I'll give people like 5 songs a day. How many did you put on your playlist? Where'd that go? Oh god. You only put 4. Request 1 more song. I'll give everybody for the puppo in June, anybody who follows, every follower will get 5 songs per playlist, and that'll be June's puppo like special thing taken care of. And then if people don't stick around, I'll just delete their playlist after a while. And then after that it'll be like a subscriber type dealy. Does it have Ito Kanako Ame no Hi no Sayonara? Ame no Hi Sayonara. By Ito. They have Crystal Moon, and that looks to be it. I can play the Kanako Ito one. Maybe one's a cover of the other. I mean, that doesn't say Ame no Hi. There we go. Okay, there's your 5 for the day. Enjoy lyrics on Spotify Premium. They made that a premium thing now. That wasn't a premium thing like as of 2 days ago. Because I always have lyrics turned on. Those assholes. 80s synthwave is your genre, so I hope you're okay with that. Oh, I'm very okay with that. I don't know if you saw. Hang on. If you go into my playlists, like, I have an entire playlist called 80s vibes. I'm very big on 80s music. This is insane. I can't believe they made lyrics a premium feature now. Garbage. I'm so mad now. I am really quick gonna skip this song because we just heard it, and I'm interested in hearing the other 4 songs on your list, but the next time it plays, we'll listen to it again. Oops. Probably have to pay by the word, too. That's insane, because, like, I wonder if they realized that people just didn't give a shit about the ads. Because, like, lyrics was, like, the thing that I used on Spotify. I loved using lyrics on Spotify. Because, like, I'm the type of person where, like, I can hear a song a million times. I won't remember the lyrics. Like, I have to actually see what they are to be able to memorize what the song is. I'm so mad. Didn't realize how big this crater on this side of the castle was. That means I'm definitely gonna have to add like a now playing overlay. I think Tuna lets you do that to OBS. Have to like configure that somehow so that it's not annoying and in your face, but like is on the screen at some point somewhere. People are gonna want to see their name on their playlist, etc. I'm gonna see myself regretting. Dang, that's a project and a half. I'm gonna see myself regretting doing this idea probably fairly quickly. Some troll or someone who thinks it's hilarious is just every day gonna request 5 copies of the same freaking. It's gonna be like 5 copies of Cotton Eye Joe every day until the playlist is 100 copies of Cotton Eye Joe. And then they're gonna wait until nobody can afford to change the playlist. And then they're gonna screw me over. I could see it coming. What does it mean when you like willingly walk into a fire? Oh god. I'll have to ask like my boyfriend or something to just like constantly save up bits so that if something like that happens, they have enough to change the playlist. It'll be fine. You're the boss. You make the rules. But if I don't follow the layout that I make, that I come up with, then no one's gonna keep watching the channel afterwards. I am gonna write this down though, because I did come up with several ideas, and knowing me, I'm gonna forget. So, ideas for bits. For the biddies. So one, there'll be like a one-time activation of make me a playlist. And then every 24 hours, they can activate, add 5 songs to my playlist. And then for some crazy high cost, I don't know yet. High cost. Ooh, you know what we can do? I have seen people mention this before, that they have like a button that people can buy with bits. And it's just the cost of that button goes up by 1 every time someone uses it. So like the first person requesting their playlist, it would only cost 1 bit. Then the next person requesting their playlist, it would cost 2, and then 3, and then 4. So it would get increasingly more expensive to play your playlist. Now, I don't know which widgets do this, or plugins, or how to code any of this, but I do know it's possible because I've seen people talk about how they have stuff like that set up. So anyway, increase by 1 bit for each activation, and that will be play my playlist. See, we got some brilliant freaking ideas floating around here. We just need to unlock the ability to use them. Although, 1 second, I do have to pause. Well, I guess I technically don't have to pause this, but for your listening pleasure as well. Oh, that didn't really fizz. Ew. Anyway. I think, you know what? I think I have some FM84 on one of my other playlists. Looking at that cover picture. I feel like I have a different song of theirs. Maybe not? Is there a way to show me? No. There's no, like, these are the songs that you already have by these people on your thingy. I could have sworn I had, like, a song of theirs on one of my things. The problem is, I didn't make this, like, 80s vibes list until way later, so there's, like, a lot of songs in my liked list that match that aren't in it. That cover, it's very familiar, so now I'm wondering if I have added a couple of other songs before. Oh, shit. Can we add one more to mine? If I have to replace the Japanese one, I will. Just for you, drums. What are we adding? I'm in a sleep-deprived good mood. Ooh, vampires. Done and done. You have unlimited requests on this stream because, I mean, it's keeping me from getting too sick of playing this game, and I would really like to fill this in before hopping off today, so. It's a symbiotic relationship right now. I do like this song, though. Hang on. There it is. Boop, 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 boop. Mm. If there was a key you could hold down while doing this that would like prevent them from stacking or something. Ah! Can't get the freaking rhythm down on it today. If I could hop in and help, I would. Yeah, that's a unfortunate part is that like you have to pay for a public server, and doing that just to get the free labor out of people seems a little skeevy. We'd rather just do that and put it up when like the castle's done, and then everybody can do whatever the hell they want to elsewhere on the server after that. But guys, killing my arm though. I just thought of a brilliant idea for a visual novel. It's where everybody on our team does their best thinking when they're like either sleep deprived or like actually asleep. Well, the thing is, you'll appreciate this because you're fellow pun aficionado, Jay's game is like 98% puns. like that's it's gonna be one of those like campy type games where like everything's a joke. Um, so we've been told the theme, and we've been told that if we come up with any good puns to pass them along. Like Jay's got like pages of them written down now, but I just thought of one that I don't remember reading on their page, so hopefully it's a new one. Nice, nice. That's the thing. Like we all work weird. Like we have to be exhausted to the point of collapsing, or we literally have to be having like straight up fever dreams to get our ideas. But it all works. Now, first time, did it do a weird shuffle skip? There you go. Come on. Ah. Lasted a lot longer this time around than usual. Maybe somehow like allergy medication makes me not get motion sick. If that makes sense. Maybe I'm just having an allergy attack every time I sit down at this computer lately. I guess that would be possible. I'm doing great. I don't know if it's because we've been mostly laying blocks this time instead of destroying them, or if it was for some reason the allergy meds. Laying blocks, laying blocks, laying Bunch of blocks. Blocks. Blocks, blocks. Block it, block it, block, block, block. I mean, I was hoping this would go faster because we do have stuff to do in OBS today, and I usually only last like 45 minutes to an hour on this game, so I've lasted way longer than we had planned to. So hopefully this doesn't take too much longer to fill in. So my OCD I don't think is going to let me log off until that's done. Although, sorry, we got a notification. I was hoping it was one of the devs getting back to me about the weekend, but it was not. 3-2. Chronic. These were drums recommendations, Chronic. It's a very 80s saxophone. I'm very happy with it. Ooh, even a synthesizer. Oh my god. '80s feels is right. Spotify commercial. Interested, like, y'all in the States, do you have Fizz? Is that a Canada only thing? They just kind of popped up recently. Now they're all over Spotify and billboards and stuff. Didn't know if it like started in the States and migrated here, or anybody know? Oops. You don't know what that is? It's like it's a cell service like Rogers or Bell, Kudo, Telus. Canada doesn't get anywhere near as many cell phone options as the States gets. And like all of our plans are generally really expensive for phones. So Fizz just kind of popped up out of nowhere overnight, and they bought a bunch of billboards in Calgary, and now I'm hearing their ad on Spotify all the time for like a new cell phone service that's supposed to be like pretty cheap. So I was just wondering if like maybe it was like a tiny American one and it came on over. Like, is this the one that Ryan Reynolds owns or anything like that? Tempted to get one though, because like my phone supports 2 different SIM cards, and I used to be from the East Coast. So when I moved over here, I got them to like keep my phone number, but just like change the area basically. And then they installed a new security system on the building that I'm in. And when they did that, they said that I couldn't use my phone number to set up the buzzer because it was like an out-of-city phone number. And I was like, well, when I transfer this number over, they were supposed to transfer it to a local number. And they were like, well, they didn't, so you don't have a local number, so we can't attach your phone to the building, so you can't let people in, you know, get groceries delivered. Let the Amazon guy in if he just has a package for me that day instead of me and other people, that kind of shit. So if I can get like a Fizz phone number for like $5-10 a month, I might do that just so I have the ability to freaking let people into my damn building. Not a sponsor. Definitely not a sponsor, just me ranting more about how shitty this building is than... Hey! Mika! Mika! No barks. Don't bark at people in the parking lots. That's not nice. Not nice. Come here. Come here. Let's say hi to people on the street. Oh! There she is! There she is! Wow! Oh! That's a good girl. Hi! Oh, kisses, thank you. Did you say hi to the jelly pups? Are we gonna try to maybe make you into a jelly pup for Halloween? Think we might try it. It's a long ways away, but it might be a thing. Oh. Off she goes. Ah, it's looking so good. Although, what the fuck is that? Oh, it's a sheep or a cow or something. I just have to fill in all these pieces. We're gonna leave that a crater so that I know where the dungeon needs to go. The rest of this has to be evened out for now. So close. We're so close, drums. Then I can trudge into OBS hell for the rest of the day. Well, I might take a nap. I might take a nap and then trudge into OBS hell for the rest of the day. Sounds like a plan. So close. So close. It's so good. It's looking so nice and OCD flatta. Flatta flatta. Is that a message? Keep getting message notifications. I'm waiting to hear back from people. Can't do this to me. Ah! The worst part is knowing that a bunch of them read it. Like, read it and didn't respond. Like, read it and didn't be like, oh, no, sorry, we're busy that day, or... No, we don't really want to like affiliate ourselves with a Twitch streamer or anything like that. Nothing like that. It's just they read it, then they didn't respond at all. I don't blame the ones who are too busy to like look at their inbox because it's probably inundated with like a bunch of just garbage. But I'm not selling them anything. I'm just like, hey, do you want to promote your game on our channel? And I will play your game on our channel while you promote your game on our channel. Not even a, I'll think about it. Just a straight old-fashioned ghosting. Make it big and show them. Then they'll be begging me to let their game on my stream. Mwah ha 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 ha. Sleep's really getting to me. I need a nap. Man, Darkleaf. Said every time I look around, it looks like this patch is bigger. Sheep eating the dirt. Okay, so the first like order of business for the puppo on June 1st, I think, is going to be fix the walls. So like these walls will go all the way down. Nika! Stop barking at the neighbors. Yeesh. Anywho. I already forgot what I was saying. Something about the puppos. Oh, these walls will like go all the way down. They won't just be floating here like stupid. And then the towers need to get fixed. So that's going to be like several hours worth, is just fixing the walls so that they look nice. And then doing the towers like I should have done them the first time around. And then we can like do some dirt landscaping. Some dirt scaping, if you will. Although I guess technically landscaping is still correct. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, 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 oh. Look at how deep that cave goes, man. It's gonna be a dungeon and a half. Getting around to that shit. Contacts are starting to get irritable too. Oh my god, it's a mess. Like, it's not June yet. What are you doing to our body? I'm like, I tried to make you sleep. You didn't want to. You actively prevented it. You took the one moment where I kind of almost fell asleep, and then you made me have to use the washroom. Stupid body. You knew we were doing this today, so what the hell? Frickin' trees! Stupid plant life! I'm trying to plant grass! For now. Ha, 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 ha. Fill this in really fast. Fill this in really fast. Do 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 do. I just thought of an idea for this too. Stupid sleep deprivation ideas. Can I get my pen to close? There we go. Ugh. Didn't realize it was floating. Alright. By gosh, I think she's flat. Except for these random holes. And we're keeping that, but we can fill this one in. Boop. Boop. Ah, fuck. Boop. Fuck! Emotes? Why else in emotes? Are they congratulatory, you filled in random shit emotes? And there's a bunch of little holes and stuff over here. And there's that hill, but that's so far off in the distance, it's not until like way later. So I think Wedunsies. For now. We're at a good place where if I did the puppo tomorrow, this wouldn't bug me. This would. That wouldn't. But okay, we're gonna end that here and now. In the meantime, Spotify, shut up. Pew. Alright. So we just did a little over 2.5 hours. So we're gonna end the stream there. I'm tired, and I think I can actually maybe potentially take a nap now, if my body will grace me with the gift. Anywho. Loop. Our ad schedule. Our next stream is tomorrow. Oh, I don't need these on anymore. Our next stream will be tomorrow, 4 p.m. Oh no! The little guy. Nika! Come here. Come. Come. I'm gonna wait 2 more minutes for the stream to end, brats. Okay. Anywho. Our next stream's tomorrow, 4 p.m. MST. That is 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern. We are going to be playing the first Deluge game so that everybody can be introduced to the series ahead of the developer weekend. So again, this weekend is developer weekend. That starts Saturday at 8 p.m. MST, 7 Pacific, 10 Eastern. That's going to be the Attack on Hex Island with Drums 107 developer stream. We're excited to see what the update added, changed, etc. So that's going to be Saturday night. Sunday, we have a bunch of feelers out. We're hoping to get like maybe one more dev on top of what we know of, but in the meantime, currently sometime in the afternoon on Sunday, time TBD, we're waiting for developer to get back to us on exact time. We're going to be playing the sequel to the first Deluge game that came out 2 years ago. We're going to be playing Deluge Sermon for the Dead. Now, both of these games are visual novels, so if you like visual novels, indie games, spooky, creepy games, horror vibe games, you'll want to tune in tomorrow or Sunday, or do both. We would greatly appreciate it. And then Sunday night, for sure, at 8 p.m. MST, again, that's 7 Pacific, 10 Eastern, is going to be the Construction Snake game based off of the TV show Community, 6 seasons in a movie, yada yada yada. That is going to be with its developer, Curtis Mutter, and he will be here in person and on video whilst I am terrible at his game. He sent me a clip of one of the new levels he put in it, and I literally do not think I will be able to pass that level once during the whole stream. So that should be fun. To keep updated on what's going on, what we're doing, timelines when we have them, follow our Facebook, our Instagram, our Twitter. Twitter especially, we do put a lot of timelines on Twitter that we aren't really able to put on the other platforms for whatever reason at the time. So for sure follow our Twitter, and then you'll know what's going on and when. But, you know, in the meantime, sorry, something fell from my computer and I'm trying to put it back together. There you go. But that's going to be our developer weekend. So we have 2 confirmed for their time slots. 1 confirmed that they would participate, but has yet to pick what time on Sunday they want to go. And we have a bunch of feelers out with a bunch of other games, so we're kind of crossing our fingers that maybe we can do like 2 hours at noon on Sunday, and then like 2 hours from like 3 to 5, and then Curtis's at 8. But don't quote us on that yet. We're still trying to get answers from other people. In the meantime, follow, like, subscribe, share, all that fun stuff on any and all of our socials. It'd be very, 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 very useful. All of those accounts are at J McKenna Stories. That's at JMCKENNASTORIES. Again, that's J McKenna Stories. That's on all platforms. And if you liked the sweater I was wearing today, or the shirt I changed into at one point, or the mug I was drinking out of, or any of the pictures on our Instagram, really, those are, or any of the pictures that were behind my head during the stream. Those are all designs by Jay themselves. They are all up on Reddit until we can find a better platform to use for that than Reddit. Or not Reddit, sorry. They're all up on Redbubble. Redbubble. Booble. And they'll be there until we find a better place to put them. But that is the gist of things. Thank you for the people who came out, who talked in chat today, who lurked the whole time to bring our viewer count up. It was greatly appreciated. And we'll see you all tomorrow at 4 p.m. MST for the first installment in the series of the Deluge game.